Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. More side quests are to be done. I think this time we'll start with Torgal's. So where's Torgal? Nobody's tool. Silver linings. More than there. So there's Torgal. So he's up here.
Say what you will, Lady Karen.
There he is. What up, Torgal?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
Heartache, like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his Eikons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
You don't want it off.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Where we go in?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Right.
Where to then, Torgal?
We leaving the hideaway, are we, or?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
How much would it have freaked him out if he just suddenly stood up and just started, well, you see, dear chap, your hint is... start speaking like a really fine British accent. Rosaria. Port Isolde. It was a chest. I don't know why I got excited. It was obviously some crap. Board
Still here.
Zero boat.
After all these years. lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Why don't you fly there?
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Bro, you can barely move. You ain't beating no dog. It's a little tree house.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
Clever dog.
Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we?
Another
So I don't
bedroom
forget
decoration.
either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
Well, could you possibly move a little bit faster? It's not too much trouble.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Quest complete. Nice short, simple one for a change. Charred Sparring Sword and Caval's Fang. Increases Torgal attack potency.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Yeah, ready to go back to the hideaway and do some more side quests. We're slowly making our way through them. A new missive. So we got this one. We got, and the side quest appeared under the missives, and then we got one for Gav. But we'll do this one next because this one's right here.
There's something.
For Doris.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. Journey to Balmung Dark. It appears behind us, yes? Yeah, we never explored any of this.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashyyyk. We need to hurry.
A Kashyyyk fodder. No, we need to explore it. Pretty much, yeah. Guarantee there's nothing around. The odd chest with some sharp fangs in it or something. Oh, we got bombs.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the Wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Will do.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough.
Use a key. Where did I get a key from?
Locked up tight.
I see an Akashic. Balmung Dark Writ of Designation. King Morlude hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuzya beast for deployment in the field. Aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearer has been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
So there's a Kuzya beast here somewhere. Whatever one of those is. I see a chest. Yes. Where would I be without them 20 sharp fangs? More Akashic. You stay on the floor, mate. Doris.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
You're gonna find any bearers just standing there staring at the desk, are you? Empty shard, whatever one of them is. Go back downstairs and have a look then. I know we have to walk it there, I just don't want to do it yet because there's a beastie there apparently. Inspect this then. Recommendation concerning Kuzya beast deployment. Kuzya has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, I was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit with minimal loss of Waluda lives.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Really? Just throw the bearers to the wolves and then just use the beast to kill everything? Memorandum of Kuza Beast Feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcomed. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can they be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
What the fuck, man? Chill out a bit.
Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
I know bearers have it rough and all that, but jeez. Doris! Have you moved from that table yet, Doris? Apparently not.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Yes, conveniently there was a key needed to open one of the doors downstairs. This one here, I believe. It's not making it any faster, is it really? What do you reckon it is then?
Let's see what we can find down here.
Pretty sure the name Kuza, or whatever you want to call it, generally refers to a behemoth. Amber, which we could sell for cash. Well, then we need any.
Survivor.
Yeah, I'm
She sounds close.
pretty sure Kuza is a form of behemoth. One of the stronger forms. Hello?
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards, they're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Yeah, that was definitely a behemoth seemed. Yeah, what did I tell you? There it is.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
How do we get in there? Ah, here we go. Alright, pal. Who's a beast? It's a hunt, apparently, even though we haven't got the hunt itself.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Oh, you got a couple of blows on me there. Ooh. Ah! Dodged too early. I did not expect that one. Fair play to you, mate. Caught me off guard with that. That. And then while you're at it, you can have one of these. And then you can have one of these. Can't even see why I'm hitting at this point. Oh, I just got it in. Oh, killed it straight out. Nice. Yeah, that tail whack caught me completely off guard. I did not expect it. We've got another behemoth shackle.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
Tis but a scratch.
I'm fine. I think.
Is that old Chadwick there?
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Well, one's better than none, I guess. Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Completed. The Breath of Darkness. That's a Gungnir one. 1.6 seconds. Do we ever get any, like, legendary ones of those, or purple ones? Let's go and read these missives then, because we've knocked out 2 side quests, so we've got a bit of time to read some missives and possibly do that last hunt. Actually, I've refreshed my memory on where it is. I'm pretty sure it's Dalmekia, but we got some more. That's the Behemoth. A monster born in Balmung Dark, quite possibly the deadliest beast known to man. Cid, we beg of you slay it, not only that the world might be a safer place, but that the bearers who've lost their lives to that vile creature might at least be avenged. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it, we doubt that any of us could emerge from its cage alive. The Masterless Marauder. Yeah, Titan's Wake Dalmekia is the one we'll do now, in a minute. And we got another one here, the Masterless Marauder. The Waluda army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned to Kashyyyk with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is that there is none left alive who knows the words, put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. And that's an S rank, so that's going to be A toughie. Let's go and read these missives then, and then we'll go to Titan's Wake, which is where we fought the Griffin for the side quest where we got our dad's will. Cool on the corner, it's not going to help, is it? Of all the hunts we've done, I'm still surprised we haven't got what we need to make our last sword. Concern for Jill. Though her Eikon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten the burden, even but only a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak of this more in private.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
She hasn't lost Shiva though, she summoned it several times. What are these other ones? Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you told me that night of Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaire sits on my shoulders, the fate of dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Does not the flame of the forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield, now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted, what Sid wanted, to cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive, let me be your strength. Before we depart, Ifrit, you have my sincerest gratitude for reuniting me with the Master Hippocrates, that I might embark upon the most important of journeys, my heart free of regret. Though in these past few moons I have come to realize that the longer I spend in the company of you and your brother, the deeper I find myself in your debt. We must swiftly see to the menace that is Ultima, if not to save the world, to save me from my eternity of recompense. Safe returns. Thank you, Clive, for ever indulging the whims of this doddering old soul. I am ashamed that for far too many years I have allowed stubbornness and fear to keep me from something so simple as letting a friend know how proud I was of him. Your intervention has lifted a heavy pull from my heart. Perhaps upon the triumphant return from the skies, you might be inclined to set to page that quill I gifted you. There are many of us who would hear a first-hand account of your time with the Holy Prince, myself included. A fine hound! The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth and meant protecting you, but that does not mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You do good to remember that, Clive. There we go. Alright, let's go to Titan's Wake in Dhalmekia, which is down here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there. So I'm going to go to Kretov and run across. Oh. Thanatos. I was actually expecting it to be stood in the road, but it just appeared.
Right here.
Oh, no. You got me. Come on, bro. How many of these you gonna... Yeah, these are very slow, so they're not that hard to beat. But I'm guessing this one's got a bit more of a kick to him, should I say. it's not going to be a great stagger because I didn't have any moves prepped. And I didn't realise I was so close to getting it in the first place. Otherwise I would have waited. Destrudo. Spirits without. Oops. He just used it, mate. He could have used it twice. Oh, he's still using it.
That's better.
Alright, you caught me off guard with that one, mate. I'll give you it. Again. Ah, screw you. This should be enough to finish it off. Yeah, easily. Notorious Bark slain. Not too hard to fight. Hey, Dark Steel! Extremely similar to iron, yet darker, harder, and heavier. With it, whatever Foul's magic's ultimate employed in its creation, the magic has thus far proven impossible to reproduce.
Don't come back.
Other than his spirits without move, he's actually really easy to beat. Let's go back to the hideaway. Yeah, I just want to check, because I'm pretty sure all we need now is Orichalcum to do that last move. We can't buy it anywhere, which means it's going to be part of another hunt.
So what do I owe the honour? So, will it be?
Oh, we still need one more Dark Steel and 2 more Orichalcum. Alright.
That it? Fine.
Screw you then. At least that's 1 more hunt and 2 more side quests done, but we gained another side quest in the process. At least we knocked 1 essentially out the way. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. A massive thank you as always for those of you who are watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you join me in the next one for some more Final Fantasy 16 side quests.